Hello everyone, my partner Manuel Ordóñez and I, Roberto Blanco, we are going to talk about the government in UK, more specific about the parliament, such as healthcare, education, the environment, international aid, crime, and just all political decisions affecting UK citizens' lives are taken and driven by parliament. But what is parliament? What does parliament do? Parliament has evolved throughout its long history to become what it is today, changing over the time to meet the needs of the people. Parliament is made up of three parts: the House of Commons, the House of Lords, and the monarch. The House of Commons is the elected chamber of the Parliament. It debates big issues, proposes laws, amends existing ones, and challenges the government's work. There are 650 members of Parliament, or MPs, who each represent a constituency in the UK. They belong to either a political party or are independent, and are elected by constituents of the area they want to represent. The leader of the party that has the most MPs elected after a general election becomes the Prime Minister and heads up the government.
They choose a cabinet made of 20 senior ministers who coordinate each government department's work. Parties not in the power are called the opposition. MPs from the opposition and government question the government on policy and proposed laws. The House of Lords is the second chamber and shares the making and shaping of laws with the House of Commons. It has around 800 members and it's made up mostly of life peers and also includes hereditary peers and bishops. Both houses in Parliament share responsibility for making and shaping laws. The monarch's role is mainly ceremonial. They meet the Prime Minister once a week to hear what's going on in Parliament and formally agree every new law. Does an idea get turned into a law? Imagine the government wanted to place greater controls over the internet. A proposal called a Green Paper is published, which presents the government's idea for future policy. This is open for public discussion, with interested groups like internet service providers and others likely to be affected. Once findings are gathered, a white paper is published, which outlines a firmer plan for government policy. Cabinet ministers must agree whether the proposal is taken forward. Once agreed, a bill is drawn up and the minister responsible for the policy introduces the bill to the Parliament for debate. MPs and members of the House of Lords comment on, debate, or amend the bill through several stages, and at the end of the process, apart from very rare circumstances, it must be agreed by both houses. It is then passed to the monarch, who gives formal approval or royal assent, and the bill becomes law, called an Act of Parliament. In the UK, people live in democracy, which means power is in the hands of the people through their right to vote. General elections take place in the UK usually once every 5 years, and every seat is up for grabs. The candidate with the most votes then becomes that constituency MP. The party with the most MPs elected forms the government and their leader becomes Prime Minister. And if there is a hung parliament, when there is no clear winner, then a minority government or a coalition government may be created for a fresh election held. So, Parliament sits at the heart of the UK democracy, debating the big issues of the day, making and shaping laws, and holding the government to account. By voting, campaigning, and more, people in the UK get involved with the work of the Parliament. Thank you very much.